These 3 sedans are built to last, and it will cost you less to maintain than the Camry you've been told to buy, and one of them sits on your local lot right now for under $15,000. The Corolla costs $362 a year to maintain. RepairPal ranks it number 1 out of 36 compact cars. The Lexus sits in the number 2 longest-lasting brand on the planet per IC cars, hitting 250,000 miles at nearly 3 times the industry average. And the K5 carries a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty that neither the Camry nor the Accord can touch. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which years to buy, which to walk away from, and the 190-second check that costs nothing and saves you thousands. 3 sedans. The car at number 1 once made a customer walk right past a brand new Camry to buy a 12-year-old sedan with over 200,000 miles on it. Starting with number 3. Entry number 3, Kia K5. Kia topped every mass-market brand in J.D. Power's Vehicle Dependability Study 3 years running. The K5 is where that ranking meets a naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine and a conventional 8-speed automatic. No turbo lag, no CVT to gamble on. A 2023 K5 runs about $23,500, roughly 10.5% below its original sticker. Drop to a 2021 and you're looking at listings starting around $13,000. Kia's brand-level average repair cost is $474 a year, well under the $652 industry average. That 2.5-liter engine in the 2025 and newer models is the reason. No turbo to fail means no turbo to pay for. You're getting a car with a top 3 brand reliability score for $5,000 less than a comparable Camry. A guy brought me a 2022 K5 with the 1.6 turbo last year. 42,000 miles, fuel system warning light. Took me about an hour to trace it, the purge control check valve was damaged. Same exact defect that triggered a recall on 250,000 K5s. The fix cost him nothing, covered under recall. But he'd been driving it for 3 months with a fuel tank pushing against hot exhaust components. When I showed him the service bulletin, his face went white. That's why you run the VIN before you test drive, not after. That's the bad news on the turbo models. The good news, it's a known fix, it's free, and the newer cars don't even have the part. Buy a 2023 for the value sweet spot. It's well depreciated and still recent. If you've got the budget, a 2025 or newer gets you the 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine that sidesteps the fuel tank recall entirely. Avoid the 2022, it carries the highest complaint count of any K5 model year. Check recall status on any 2021 through 2024 with the 1.6 turbo before you hand over $1. This car is for the buyer who wants the newest tech and the longest factory warranty for the lowest out-of-pocket. Skip it if unproven long-term durability is a deal-breaker. Kia's brand sits below the industry average for reaching 250,000 miles per IC cars. So why does a car with a top 3 reliability rating still fall short on long-term mileage data? One critical detail for used buyers. That 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty drops to 5 years and 60,000 miles when it transfers to a second owner. The dealer probably won't volunteer that information. The K5 is a real contender with a real warranty. But its long-term track record hasn't been written yet. Your buying potential, just make sure the recall work's been done. That was the warranty play, the car that gives you the most coverage for the money. Number 2 costs even less to keep running, and it's been proving that for decades. Entry number 2, Toyota Corolla. RepairPal ranks the Toyota Corolla number 1 out of 36 compact cars. Not number 5. Not top 10. Number 1. And the brand behind it reaches 250,000 miles at 3.7 times the industry average. Every mechanic you've ever met has worked on a Corolla. And most of them will tell you the same thing. They barely see them for anything serious. A woman brought me a 2017 Corolla last year at 187,000 miles. Her daughter was heading to college and she wanted a full inspection before handing over the keys. I went through the whole car, brakes, suspension, belts, fluids, electrical. End of the day, it needed front brake pads, a cabin air filter, and a serpentine belt. Total bill, $340. That car had another 100,000 miles in it easy, and the daughter drove it to campus the following week. A 2017 to 2019 Corolla runs between $12,000 and $15,000. A 2021 sits around $15,900 to $19,400. RepairPal puts the annual maintenance cost at $362 a year, the lowest of any car in this entire video. That's 30% below the compact car average of $526 and 44% below the industry average. Owners average just 0.3 unscheduled shop visits per year. The 1.8-liter runs a timing chain, not a belt, so you'll never pay for a timing belt replacement. No turbo, no complexity, no expensive failures. Remember that K5 at $474 a year? The Corolla beats it by $112 every single year. Over 10 years, that's over $1,000 you never spend. By 2017 through 2020, these are the refined years after the early CVT issues were sorted out. The 2019 and 2020 are the cleanest modern picks. Avoid 2014 and 2015 jerky CVT shifting, stalling complaints, and 481 car complaints entries on the 2014 alone. Check CVT fluid condition on any Corolla before you buy. Dark or burnt fluid means deferred maintenance. This car is for the buyer who wants the absolute lowest operating cost on four wheels. Skip it if you need more than 132 horsepower from the 1.8 liter, because that's all you're getting. You're not buying this car to impress anyone. You're buying it because in 10 years, it'll still be running when the car that impressed everyone is in a junkyard. $362 a year. The #1 compact car. The #1 brand for reaching 250,000 miles. The Corolla doesn't make headlines. It just refuses to break. That was the cheapest car to own on this list. #1 shouldn't even be in the same conversation. It's a luxury sedan. But the numbers say it belongs here, and the price will change how you shop. I charge $150 an hour in the shop for diagnostic work. This video's giving you a year's worth of research in 13 minutes. If that's saved you even one bad purchase decision, hit subscribe. That's all I'll say about it. Drop your guess for #1 in the comments. I'll bet most of you don't see this one coming. Entry #1, Lexus ES 350. A luxury car at #1 in a built-to-last video. And I'm the guy who tells you to avoid luxury cars. Stay with me, the numbers on this one broke my own rules. The Lexus ES 350 uses a naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 with a timing chain. No turbo, no belt, no CVT. The brand hits 250,000 miles at 12.8%, nearly 3 times the 4.8% industry average. And J.D. Power has ranked Lexus #1 in vehicle dependability 4 consecutive years. A 2013 to 2016 ES 350, that's the 6th generation, the proven one, runs between $10,000 and $24,000. That's Camry money. You're getting heated leather seats, a cabin that's quieter than anything in the Toyota or Honda lineup, and a build quality designed specifically to minimize expensive electronic failures. RepairPal puts the annual repair cost at $468. That sounds higher than the Corolla, but context matters. The luxury midsize average is $739. The ES 350 sits $271 a year below what you'd normally pay for a luxury car. Ranked number 4 out of 31 in its class. When's the last time someone told you a Lexus costs $468 a year to maintain? And the probability of a severe repair is roughly 6%, about half the luxury segment average. The Camry sits at $388 a year, the Accord at $400. The ES 350 is only $68 more than a Camry. $68 buys you luxury, that's less than a decent pair of boots. 3 years ago, a customer brought me a 2014 ES 350 at 212,000 miles. Came in for a standard oil change. No check engine light. No transmission shutter. No electrical problems. Original engine, original transmission. I asked him what he'd replaced over the life of the car. He said brakes, tires, and a water pump. That's it. 212,000 miles on the original drivetrain. I've seen brand new cars with worse track records on my lift. When he told me what he paid for it 4 years earlier, $11,000, I almost told him to stop talking before he ruined my day. That's the car nobody tells you about. Remember at the beginning, I mentioned a customer who walked past a new Camry for a 12-year-old sedan? That was this car. Same customer. By 2016 through 2019, that's the sweet spot of heavy depreciation and modern features. If you can find a 2013 to 2015 under 100,000 miles, you've got a car that'll realistically run to 250,000. The 6th generation V6 and the 7th generation on the TNGA platform are both strong buys. Avoid 2007 and 2008, those had dashboard melting issues and head gasket problems that predate everything worth buying. Before you hand over $1, verify the Denso low-pressure fuel pump recall on any 2018 through 2020 model. That recall covers a fuel pump that can seize and cause the engine to stall, part of a 1.8 million unit Toyota and Lexus campaign that was expanded again in January 2025. You'll spend 20 seconds running the VIN on NHTSA's site. That's the cheapest insurance policy you'll ever buy. This car is for the buyer who wants genuine luxury and long-term reliability without paying luxury repair bills. Skip it if you see oil weeping from the timing cover. That repair runs 20 to 25 hours of labor, somewhere between $4,500 and $8,000. Parts are cheap on this car. Labor is where they get you. Lexus, the #1 brand in vehicle dependability 4 years straight. A naturally aspirated V6 with no turbo and a timing chain. For Camry money on the used lot. That's the sedan most people never even consider, and it's the one I'd buy tomorrow. I promised you a 90-second check that costs nothing. Here it is. Before you test drive any of these three cars, pull up NHTSA's free recall lookup tool on your phone. Type in the VIN, it's on the driver's side dashboard, bottom of the windshield, or on the door jamb sticker. Takes 90 seconds. It'll tell you if that K5 still has an unrepaired fuel tank recall, if the Lexus has the Denso fuel pump campaign outstanding, or if the Corolla has any open service actions. Do this before the test drive, not after you've already fallen in love with the car and lost your negotiating leverage. No dealer will volunteer that a recall hasn't been completed. That's on you. And while you've got the VIN, run it through Carfax or a free VIN decoder to check for accident history and title status. 2 free tools, 2 minutes, and you'll know more about that car than the salesperson does. 3 sedans. A Kia K5 for the newest tech and the longest warranty. A Corolla for the lowest running cost in the segment, $362 a year. And a Lexus ES 350 that gives you luxury car quality at used Camry prices. You now know more about these 3 cars than 90% of buyers walking onto a lot this weekend. Every dollar figure, every model year to avoid, and the one free check that separates smart buyers from expensive lessons. If sedans aren't your speed, I put together a breakdown of the most reliable SUVs under $20,000 using the same data, RepairPal scores, IC Cars longevity, shop stories. Same format, same honesty. Links on screen right now. 20 years at the bench. Take it or leave it. I'll see you in the next one.